Hello world, I'm Misty Girl and welcome back to another video with your girl, Misty Girl. Before I get started with this video, make sure to like it up, subscribe, share, and comment below what you want to see me talk about or do or vent about or whatever. Excuse my hair and excuse my boo-boo. Yes, I do have a Chase Band-Aid from Paw Patrol. I am a baby, so don't judge me. Okay, so this video, I got a cramp. This video is a little bit more serious in comparison to my previous videos, which were more, relaxed and reserved and a little bit more comical and stuff. So this video again is more serious and more touching and emotional. So that's basically why I have these shades on, because I might cry. I may not cry, but I look ugly when I cry. So yeah. So this video is all about suicide. Well, not all about, but mainly about suicide. And today is 9/11, so I just want to say that I give a big heart of concern and a big heart of compassion and comfort to those who have been affected by 9/11, whether it was a family member or themselves that were affected, whether they their family members passed on or there's survivors that took place during that time. I was 3 years old, so I don't really know. I know exactly what happened because I was taught, but I don't really have a memory of it because like I said, I was in preschool. And also I just want to give a heart out of compassion and sympathy and love towards those who were affected by the Hurricane Dorian, which were the Bahamians and South Carolinians, and any other place in America, who were affected by it, or any other place around the world. I just pray that everybody's safe, and if you guys need help, please reach out to your resources. So without further ado, let's get started with this video. Okay. So I'm basically gonna talk about suicide prevention and just to give you a little bit of heads up and tips for depression and mental health. This week is Suicide Week, and actually this month is Suicide Prevention Month, but more specifically they focus on this week to get the word across for suicide preventions. And I'm talking about it because I'm not a professional, but I do suffer from depression. I do suffer from anxiety. So yeah. Nah, the rest I was gonna say, but I'm gonna save it for later in the video. Okay, so let's get started. I just wanted to begin with saying that you're not alone. Depression it ranges from I even found out that children can be depressed, whether they're going through something in their families, whether they're going through something within themselves. They can feel depressed, and it ranges all the way up to adulthood, senior citizenhood. There are medicine for it. You can talk to people about it. You can talk to therapists. You can call the lifeline. You can call your family members, your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your pastor, your priest, your bishop, your rabbi, whoever you believe in, whoever you feel comfortable with when talking towards this, because this is very severe. This is very serious. Mental health, depression, anxiety, all of that is very serious because it is your mental health, and without your mental health you will not be able to function properly. So I do want to say that to please reach out to those who you feel comfortable with, and even once you've done that, you can also do some self-therapy, whether it's listen to music. I know people who sleep a lot. I know people who stress eat. I mean, whatever helps you cope. But again, we realize to take precautions. And again, you also want to balance that self-cope with coping with a therapist, so you can balance it off. I know a lot of people who write stories, who write their feelings down, who scribble on a piece of paper, crumble it up, and throw it in the garbage just to get their feelings out. I personally like to write poetry because that's just what makes me feel happy and what makes me feel comforting. And I'm sorry, I'm just working with my fan. Okay. And yeah, that's what I usually do a lot. So I've been suffering from depression since I was a little girl. I would say about 10, and it happened with like a trauma when I was little. I don't really want to explain the trauma because it's very personal, and I don't like to share everything. I don't like to share my life story with everybody, but it's just some type of abuse. Just know that it's abuse. With somebody that's really dear and close to me. We communicate now. We write letters towards each other. I know why they did that because they explained themselves, and it took me a while to forgive them, but I do forgive them. That doesn't mean that I don't have flashbacks. I have flashbacks. I have PTSD. I'm trying to get help. I'm trying to talk to therapists about it. Again, I do self-cope. I do write poems and things like that. But I do still have nervous breakdowns. I do still have flashbacks whether it's me sleep, like whether I sleep and I have a flashback and I just wake up in the middle of the night, start crying, whether I'm just looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, oh my gosh, I did X, Y, and Z. And I have flashbacks, and mind you, I was very young at the time. I was about 4 years old when this had happened. So I continuously blame myself, even though people tell me it's not my fault. But I still feel as though it is my fault. But people say, you were a baby, but, I still feel as though it's my fault. So, my parents know about it. My family knows about it. But, again, I'm not going to disclose any names. I'm not going to disclose what happened. Just know that it was a form of abuse when I was a child. And I have talked to some houselines. I have talked to some lifelines, and they did help me. That's one reason why I'm depressed, because sometimes I feel alone. Sometimes I have these flashbacks, and these flashbacks are like overbearing, and the trauma in itself is overwhelming, and these thoughts are like, are coming into my mind, like, if you did this differently, you wouldn't feel this, you know what I mean? And it's just, that takes a toll in it too. And another thing is because I am gay and my family is very religious and very strict upon their basic beliefs. They've kind of gotten better now as opposed to last year and even a few months ago. But I still feel alone. I still don't feel like they're 100% accepting, which I know is going to take some time. So that does give me a little bit of hurt, a little bit of like feeling of alone, because I do feel alone in my house sometimes because, I just feel like I'm an outcast. So it is a real toll on me mentally, and I do have depression because of that. I have self-harmed a couple of times, and I have called Lifeline, so they do know, they know that, they don't know, I've never been admitted to the hospital, but they know that I've done what I've done when it comes to self-harm. But it hasn't been to the point where, blood's been trickling down my arms and my legs and my chest or whatever. But I did take my nail, these are acrylics, so I don't take these nails. I did take my real nails, and I would, claw my skin, to the point where, it would start to bleed. Not bleed, but bruise and blister. I did it here. There were some scars, but it went away, thankfully. I did it here. I did it here. I did it here. And I would post my finger like this, forcefully into my skin again until it starts to bruise. And that will leave a mark for about a week or so. And then it'll go away. I'll put some cream on it, like cocoa butter, and then it'll go away. Because I don't want to buy, the scar cream, because then my parents are going to be like, why are you buying scar cream? And then I have to explain it, and then they'll want to put me to the hospital. I don't want that. But for the most part, I pretty much control myself when it comes to self-harm. I've, instantly taken my phone out, went to my notes, read a poem that, helps me go through whatever I'm feeling, whether it's alone, upset, frustrated. I read the poem, I'm fine. It takes me... It doesn't take me a long time to get over what I'm getting over with, whether I'm crying or I'm just angry. But if I don't have that, if my phone died, or if my phone's in the room and I can't get to it, then it does take me a long time to heal at the moment. But if my phone is accessible and I can get to my phone, I can get to my notes, I can write my poem real quick, or I can read a poem real quick, or I could text my friend or whatever, then and they snap me out of it, then I'll snap out of it. But if, I said, my phone is out of reach, it's going to take me a couple hours to actually get myself together. There was one time when I was in the bathroom, and I was just scratching myself, crying, all because I had a flashback, and I was talking to my friend, and she was calming me down a little bit. My other friends were asleep, so I don't blame them, but one of my friends was still up, so she was talking to me. Then my dad saw me crying, and he talked to me. He asked me what's going on, and then he went to my mom, and then we both, started talking about it and things like that. And then I felt better. It was because I was sleeping and I had a dream about the issue, well, the problem, and it woke me up. So yeah, it does get hard sometimes, but trust me, you're not alone. There are a lot of celebrities who have depression. There are a lot of celebrities who have anxiety. There are a lot of celebrities who have, unfortunately, committed suicide. There are a lot of celebrities who have harmed themselves, like Demi Lovato, and a few others. So I just want you to feel safe. I want you to feel like you're not alone. Like, you can always call the lifelines. You can always find other ways to cope. You can always watch a movie, listen to music, whatever you feel is the best. I know everybody has to have a favorite food. Eat your favorite food. Everybody has to have a favorite TV show or a show that they like to watch. Watch that, even if it's just repeats. Watch it. Everybody has a favorite genre of music. Listen to it. Favorite artist. Listen to it. Everybody, has social media. Look on your social media. Look on like funny videos or something like that, just to make you happy. You know what I mean? A smile can make you feel so much better. I'm telling you. Like, I love to smile. I love to laugh. But when you feel sad, you may not want to laugh, but it just helps you to think that there are some good in this world. And I want you guys to let you guys know that there is hope out there. There is people that love you. There is people that want to talk to you, whatever you're going through. I love you, even though I don't know you. I love you. All my 56 subscribers, thank you. I love you all. I love all of you. Like I said, I don't know you, most of you, but I love you, and I want you guys to stay strong, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy out there. And if you know someone who's dealing with depression, it may not be you, but maybe your friend or your family member, please talk to them. Please show them this video. I think I've mentioned a video about this before. I'm not sure. But this is really important because it is Suicide Prevention Month. But please show them this video. Please talk to them about it. Please try to cope with them. Try to help them as you're supposed to, as a friend, a family member. Let them know that you love them. It may be rough right now, but things don't last always. Troubles don't last always. God will never put more on you than you can bear. If you want to read a scripture to make you feel better, to make you feel to have that confirmation that everything's going to be okay, because everything will be okay. Trouble never lasts always. God is always with you. I'm here. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on YouTube. You can hit me up on Snapchat. My social medias are Princess Naya XO. Please, 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 please contact someone if you're really feeling down in the dumps. I know sometimes you may have your ups and downs, but if you're constantly feeling down in the dump, please contact somebody. We are here to help you. And no, I'm not a professional, but there are professionals out there, and I have experienced it myself. That's why I can speak to you all. So I don't want to make this video long. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Hopefully this helps you and helps other people. Stay safe out there. Be true, be you. Bye.